Hey everybody, and welcome to Church at Home with Rachel for Tuesday, the 16th of April. I am recording this on my phone, so I'm hoping it will work. And I'm recording it from Mount Carmel Spiritual Center in Niagara Falls, Canada. And I'm going to flip the screen around so you can see what I can see. But I'm on the third floor of the monastery in the chapel, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of retreat time and getting away and just being in the presence of the divine. So here we go. I'm going to see if I can flip my phone. Okay, so that's not happening. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to turn my phone around and hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. So here is the chapel. It's got windows on three sides and prayer spaces. Beautiful stained glass windows in one corner. And you can't really see Niagara Falls from here, but you can see the Niagara River and how the white water and how it's flowing. You can sort of see the edge of the falls through the trees there. Let me see if I can get a closer view. Not really. You might see a glimpse of a red car, and then that's the falls beyond. This place is absolutely beautiful. It is an incredible example of the world that God has made and the importance of being able to simply get away and be peaceful and get away from the rat race and all those things that make us think about everything but peace, everything but love, everything but rejuvenating, everything but filling ourselves back up, being filled back up. I am recording this because I'm at the House of Bishops, the National House of Bishops for the Anglican Bishops of Canada. And we have gathered to talk about some big issues, some big ideas, some talks about what does the National House look like? What does the primacy or the head bishop look like? What is the role of that person? But more importantly, we gather as colleagues to remember that we are celebrating with one another and upholding one another in the very particular work that we do. It's a tough job, as is any job that anyone takes on where it's really important to them, where they put everything they have into it. And that is a fantastic job as well. It's not really a job, it's a vocation. That thing that you know that God has called you to, that you don't know how to do it perfectly. Who knows how to do everything perfectly. But you have the energy and you have the ability to learn how to do it better and how to do more of it and how to figure out what it is God is calling you to do in it. And coming away here, we do this twice a year apparently. We come in the spring and in the fall to gather together, but there's lots of downtime. And right now, we've just had lunch on Tuesday, our first full day together. And a lot of people have gone off to go to Starbucks to get the coffee at one of the many Starbucks at the bottom of one of the many hotels in Niagara Falls. Some people have wandered down to the falls. Other people are walking along the road that I just showed you. It's called Portage Road. And it's a road that will lead you all the way to Fort Erie and beyond, across from Buffalo, New York, for those of you who know your American geography. But it is a beautiful day. It is the beginning of spring here, and the buds are starting to come out a little bit. We celebrated yesterday outside watching the eclipse from Niagara Falls. It was very cloudy, so we didn't get to see much of it. But what we did see was glorious, and the darkness, and the animals, the birds going crazy right before, and then the silence, and the cold. And I'll probably do a video about that experience in a couple of days when I've had a chance to sort of process it and think about it, because it literally moved me to tears. The awesomeness of God's creation and the very essence of all that is created and that we are living in and through and under and with. But first today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this need to come away for a little while, to witness beauty, to worship in a new place, to be with people maybe you haven't been with for a while, a place that is not your normal place. Worshiping and living and breathing and simply being, or going for walks and chatting with people, having a beer, a glass of wine, eating pretzels and cheesies with people who have a similar interest or have a similar role in their life, with whom you can sit and just talk and learn, or commiserate or celebrate with, is such a gift, because there's so many words you don't have to speak when you can find that group of people who understand what it is you do, how you work, how you think, how you pray. Being able to retreat from the world, to come away for a little while. It is not retreat the way people sometimes think of it. We've been singing the Battle of New Orleans for a couple of days. I don't know why. It's popped into somebody's head and now it's like an earworm. But this idea somehow in military, that they retreated. Quite often in military terms, a retreat will be a strategic retreat. It is not a failure. It is not that you've lost the war. It's that you're stepping back to recoup to restructure your resources, to recognize that you can't, pushing forward to this moment will do no one any good. But you need to step back to retreat in order to get yourself ready to go again. And then take another attack it from another direction. And with a spiritual retreat, it's simply the same thing. You haven't lost anything. Saying that, I need a retreat, I need time away, does not mean you failed anything. What it means is you've come to that wisdom where you recognize that you are no longer able to push forward the way you have been in a way that's healthy, or in a way that you can be successful. And being able to say, okay, it's like running into a dead end. You're driving down the road, and even if you're using Google Maps, it's taking you someplace where they haven't updated the information, and you find yourself at a dead end. That doesn't mean your journey is over. It just means you have to retreat. You have to go back a little bit and find a new way around to get to your destination. And that's really what a spiritual retreat is. Hopefully before you crash, before you have burn out, you acknowledge you need the time to step back and say, is this the path I want to take? Is this the path I need to take? And if it's not, how do I find my way to the right path? And a retreat is a time when you can do that, when you can research other things. You can research which path you want to take. And sometimes a retreat is simply not researching anything, but letting yourself sit in that moment and listening and allowing your heart and your mind and your body to recuperate. And then being able to open your eyes and see this is the next path forward. Or this is the next way. These are the next questions I have to ask to find my way forward. So I'm in a good place. A retreat for me right now is not about, I've hit a dead end and I need to find a way forward. A retreat for me is more like going into a gas station on a beautiful long journey and recognizing that the gas tank is almost empty. The desire to keep on traveling is still there, but we need to fill up the tank. And that's where I am. I am ready to fill up my tank and continue on this journey to wherever it's taking me. And it is beautiful. And I am so happy that it landed me in Niagara Falls, where I lived from grade 7 to 11, that I lived here. And I'm able to come back here, where I was confirmed, right after I was consecrated, to come back here and celebrate and retreat in this place. God's planning and timing are perfect. And I think that this is a wonderful full circle for me to make. Have a great day. God bless you. And I will see you again tomorrow for Church at Home with Rachel.